DUSTiN. He's a comedy theorist, an award-winning musician, and he's desperately trying to hold his beautiful mind together. He's a living TikTok post that thinks that if he just does one more bad take on current events, he's finally gonna become famous. Will his guests keep him on track? Will he deservedly get canceled, or will this show crash and burn as he loses control once again? Welcome to Meltdown Island.
It's DUSTiN!
I know everything that DUSTiN is saying sounds totally delusional.
DUSTiN, where are you going? Just trust me!
DUSTiN, you slow down. DUSTiN!
DUSTiN, you're a goddamn Einstein.
DUSTIN's right. You're a certified genius. I think that's a great idea, Mike. Thank you, DUSTiN.
If you look up the word tempting in the dictionary, you will find a picture of Sean.
Looks like Jawa is stuck between a rock and a Sean place.
I think it's because Sean is very built and he's sexy as hell. I'm going to sleep next to Sean Smith.
Nothing feels good when you're feeling bad. Nothing makes sense when you're feeling mad. Don't go around feeling sad, cause everybody's going around saying that you're crazy, that you're lazy, and you're unmotivating. To the people that surround you in society, they control you in your mind with anxiety. You gotta break free from that mindset. Break free, break free. Break free to explode. Break free to expose all of those emotional vulnerability and the complexities of your mind. And together we will find that the sun keeps shining on the other side. You know the sun keeps shining on the other side. The sun keeps shining on the other side of the rain cloud, of the storm clouds in your eyes, in your eyes. There's a place I know we can go and stay a while. Welcome to Meltdown Island. Welcome to Meltdown Island. To Meltdown we can roll down together. Welcome to Meltdown Island. Meltdown Island.
What's up? Welcome back to the big town, the big show. Don't you know who we are about to go? This is the part of the show where we share it with our friends. That's what I'm doing. Ain't that fun? Forget to post it on X, even though we're on X. Isn't that funny? What's up, everyone? Hi there. Welcome back to another wonderful escapade upon this well-inhabited island that we call Meltdown Island. I'm your host. I guess that's I'm not one to put titles, or you know what I mean, titles on things and go around and be like, oh, you're the king of the castle or you're the host. But I guess that's what I am. Welcome to the show where we sit back and we look at society melting down and how that affects our own personal meltdown within. And I wouldn't be able to make it through a full show if it wasn't for my co-host. And his name happens to be
Sean Hanlon.
That's that. Welcome back, Sean.
Pond Coin.
And more swaps, more drops. That's us. The longest running Pond Coin ecosystem show in existence.
In existence, probably.
Not probably. Factually. It's factually.
All right.
But still, I love you.
You don't actually have the facts to back it up, though, for the record.
No, I do. I got facts.
All right.
Ain't nobody else out here doing it like we are. There's other people doing shows, but they ain't doing no live stream on YouTube's. Or I think I would have heard about it. I think I would have. I know I would have.
Okay.
I know I would have.
Yeah, I'm sure you would have. You get pretty immersed in that stuff.
Which stuff?
The crypto stuff.
Hi there. Welcome to our crypto stuff headquarters. For all of you island boys and island girls out there.
Steiner.
You two had a couple of a couple of island boys. Yep. Mm-hmm. Island boys.
I don't think you can do that.
Hey, we island boys.
I don't want to participate.
No, there's those two rapid guys that are twins. We could be those guys.
Okay. All right.
We have to get some tats. We probably have to get some face makeup and some grills. But dude, that'd be some good character work for us.
Okay.
It might be a new show, Island Boys.
Maybe.
It would be funny. I would laugh a lot at Island Boys,
possibly
starring you and I as twins. Young men.
That's true.
Young boys. Well, no, old boys. Old boys, young men. Hi there. Welcome to Meltdown.
Welcome to
I thought I'd start it over. Well, we don't have to go all the way back to the song, but yes.
Welcome to.
Look at this guy. So, how you doing, bud? How are you?
Good. That show closed. I am no longer the aging bull.
Oh, now you can be an island boy. See how things work out?
I guess I am looking for new
work.
New work.
You got a show right here. Maybe you can work on.
Let's make it crazy.
I know. We don't want to do work, actual work. Like, no one pays us to do this part, let alone work.
Right.
Yeesh.
Well, you know who pays us?
Go ahead.
The viewers.
They do?
Yeah.
Aw.
With their
Can we get a raise, you guys?
laughs. They pay us with laughs.
That does not pay for the bills.
No, it does not, but it pays the heart.
I wish someone would have told me this.
Go on.
Probably 30 years. 30, maybe 40 years, but at least 35 years ago. Mm-hmm.
Go on.
When I was 13, I was all about it. I was like,
you wish he would have told you what?
It don't pay the bills. I think I would have been like, I don't care.
Yeah, I think going into it, I knew it didn't pay the bills.
Well, you were a banker. To be fair to you and I, you was a banker. Isn't it? So far away. I sort of get why people like the Buddha and whatnot was like, oh, I've lived many lifetimes. Yeah, the older you get, the more lifetimes you have lived in just this one lifetime.
Yeah.
I've lived dreams. I've lived love. Been it. I've
several times.
Sacrificed my own life for others multiple times.
Yes.
Too many times, some say.
I would.
Others would say not enough.
I would also.
I'm one away from having a hat trick. Anyway, so yeah, I get it. I get why he would do that. But when you was young, you were like, whoa, he's been reincarnated 70 times? It's like, no, he's 70 years old. Every year he's lived one more trip around the sun. I mean, some would say this show is like a lifetime. Just watching it.
Feels like it. Doing it sometimes.
Boom. I said that one up real nice.
You sure did,
I knew it was.
You sure did.
Uh-oh, you feel a little la la la. Feel like singing today? Get them vocals.
I always have a song in my heart, but I guess I'm not. I don't have to sing very well.
Get the voice lubed up, bud. You gotta get the vocal chords.
Hydrated. That was just
hydrated.
You're not the boss of me.
All right. This is the 10th year anniversary where I have survived. I guess this near fatal incident, and every day's a present. Every day's a gift. That's why they call it the present.
Right. Yeah. yelled
So be present in it. See how you use present in two different ways? And it's like, I get what the Buddha's saying now.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Anywhoozle. So, big solar storm
Mm.
over the weekend brought the northern lights all the way down here.
I saw that. Yeah, I saw photos of that. I did not step outside to look.
Well, you wouldn't have been able to see it from here. Andy was actually doing a show. She came home and she's like, well, let's drive north an hour and see if we can see the northern lights.
Anybody else with you?
So we got up to probably Clarkston.
Sounds
maybe?
very romantic.
We got up to, I think, Clarkston.
Mm.
And pulled off onto a dark road and
turned
out the lights.
Oh!
And got busy.
What's up to our OnlyFans down here? I know this story's probably driving you nuts. Pun intended. Pun intended.
We got busy looking at the northern lights. You could
wait.
You could barely see them, like to the naked eye.
Oh, I bet there was naked eyes. Am I right, you guys?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there were naked eyes. Obviously.
Go ahead.
But then, if you
took a picture
in night mode.
Night mode. You got it good right now.
Yeah. It actually turned.
Show my reaction.
It's like those are really. That's really
cover your
striking.
face.
Those are really.
I've not seen these before, Sean.
They're very, very vibrant.
I'm looking at it over here now. Whoa, it is vibrant.
Oh, and look.
I make sure to show his face anytime I have a reaction for him.
There is Andy.
Like a shooting star.
There's Andy looking at the.
That's artistic, bud.
Yeah. Well. If I would have thought ahead, I would have set up a light on their back so I could see her a little better.
But it looks good, bud. Looks real good.
Fine. It probably won't make.
Got you some northern lights though.
Probably won't make the wall.
Oh, you guys got a wall?
Metaphorically.
Uh-oh. You knew I was about to ask to be on your wall.
You'd be on the wall, buddy.
Oh, thanks. Thank you. The metaphorical wall.
Okay.
So, what's new, bud? I'm on this crypto thing. Having fun over here.
Yeah. So, what's still you up this week? You down this week?
I think I'm everything this week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You gonna make it this month?
We're doing a new thing called Pump.Fun. This is before a coin even gets to market.
Pump.Fun.
Yep, it's for Soul. It's for a different thing.
What is this? This is all nonsense.
It is sort of, but at the same time, it is fun. The crazy thing is that video I made the other day, put it out for the Pond Public Goods.
Oh yeah.
I missed the call on the Shiba Inu, saying it would not double in a year, and in 6 months it tripled. And then what did I do? And then I say to everybody, I'm like, hey everybody, go out here and get this Pepe. It's gonna for sure double, if not more. And it's gone 100x, is it? Gone to $1 billion market cap from 100 million. That's 100x. That's crazy. Or that's 10x.
It's crazy.
Anyway.
I don't know. I was under the impression there would be no math.
I think it's when you add a zero, so it's 10x.
Yeah. Okay.
So anyway, I should have listened to my own. Should have listened to my own advice. I would be rich now.
Well, we never listen to our own advice.
The thing is, I've been listening to other people's advice.
What?
And those people said to sell Pepe, so I did. And now I'm sitting here going, dang, I should have watched my show more to see my own advice. And then, what is it? Transcontinentally been able to listen to myself. It's just that we're not on TV. People only listen to people that are on their screens and tell them what to say and think. We need to start watching ourselves more, you guys. Start filming yourself, telling yourself things, and then watch yourself back. Best therapy I think we could have as a nation, as a people, as a world.
That could be a book, probably.
Thank you. Gosh, this guy gasses me up. You talk about somebody believing in you.
You build me up. Don't let me down. So
Pretty song. I don't know what it was, but it's pretty.
So anyway, you were saying about the crypto.
So our dev that is doing the auto staking, which you're on the list.
I'm on the list.
Do the opposite of your instincts. Do the opposite of your instincts. Except my instincts have been pretty on point lately. I just haven't been believing in myself, and then I don't do it, and then all of a sudden I go, oh look, now what? I missed it.
Right.
Because you know what it is? I've listened to myself too much, and it usually comes back not that great. Dang. Am I too matchy with the set?
I think you should own it. I don't think it looks bad.
Own it.
Own it.
Thank you.
So that's an old George Costanza rule, right? Remember that episode, the opposite episode of Seinfeld?
Oh yeah. When he does the opposite of what he thinks or is used to doing, that's when things just start come rolling in.
Seinfeld's in a little bit of controversy right now because of those comments he made about.
He made some comments
about the leftists and.
I mean, there is. I'm not saying he's right, but I'm not saying he's wrong. There are some things that he said that does make sense logically. To the illogical mind, to someone who is let's say tortured by our algorithms of anger and outrage, it's easy to spark outrage. But if you just listen to what he's saying, some of it does make sense because it's when we lose our sense of humor that we become outraged, that we can't laugh at ourselves, that we can't laugh at each other. Or all we can do is be mad about each other. That's it. Boy, I'll never forget that story of how when Facebook opened, and now I said I'd never forget, but a certain country, I don't know for sure, Malaysia maybe? Anyway, I'll never forget the story, though, that within the year of them launching Facebook,
but
they
you've already forgotten the country.
I think it's Malaysia.
So how can we trust the story?
I'm just being honest. Sometimes you want me to just lie?
I have a feeling you do sometimes.
No, I don't, though. I just don't tell everything.
Anyway, in this country that may or may not be Malaysia,
there was a revolution within a year because of Facebook's outrage algorithm and making each other pick sides and get outraged about each other. And then they quickly started turning off some of the mechanisms right before ours because they're like, oops, we've done it again. We're going to cause another revolution or fight between people. Remember, no one wins in a war except for the rich people who make bullets and bombs.
Yep.
The rest of us should talk it out somehow. The rest of us need to put down them guns and them bullets and just, hey.
Yeah, it's just so ridiculous.
We're all on this rock together.
The concept.
Caught in the vortex of a fireball that's spouting so much solar energy that it's enveloping our whole world. That's one reason I stay inside. I try not to get
northern lights.
Well, there's some people also call it death radiation. Death radiation. I'm trying to combine the words, and it is not working out. None of them are. I'm still trying in my mind. You guys can think of a combination word between death and what's the word? Radiation. Death radiation. Feels right, but no, it's not.
D-Rad.
You want it to be D-Rad.
I do want it to be D-Rad.
It's just not there. It's just not right. I don't make the rules. You can hear it in your ears.
Yeah.
As soon as it came out of your mouth.
It won't read. I know. I get it.
It won't read. Bull market. How about more like bull? Cut me off.
Market.
I was just talking. What? I was just talking about bull. Don't you remember that Shaft song?
Yeah, I remember Shaft.
That's what I'm doing the bit from.
It's a great one.
It's Shaft. He's a bad mother. Hey now, shut your mouth. I'm just talking about Shaft. That's the reasoning for about saying cuss word on the radio. What? I'm just talking about Shaft. Pretty good reasoning.
Family Guy does a funny parody of that Shaft song about William Howard Taft because they made Hamilton right. It was when that Hamilton
I think
was popular.
know what you're talking about. Talk about it, though.
And it was in one of their cutaways, of course. And so, and someone said, "I'm going to write a R&B musical about William Howard Taft."
Genius.
And they parodied that song. It was great.
It's Taft.
Just talking about Taft.
He's a bad mother.
Shut your mouth.
I'll just talk about Taft. Golly. It's just the reasoning. You know what I mean? The logic behind why they would be saying that kind of vulgar.
It's funny. Anyway, look it up on YouTube. It's a comical bit.
Anyway. So, I wonder how Steiner's doing over on the, must be on that GameStop, huh? So this Roaring Kitty is something you don't know about. This guy named Roaring Kitty. Can't stop, won't stop. GameStop! So, he's come back to Twitter, start posting. Everybody's like, oh, the bull market is back. And what happened today? Blood in the streets, bud.
Is it blood in the streets, really?
I don't know. You tell me. Here, I'll show you right here. This is my watch list. You got your Bitcoins and your Ethereums. Let's see. 24-hour. Look what's at the 24-hour. Top is Pepe and then Pond Coin. Can you imagine? And then Pork. Bitcoin down here for the 24-hour.
Stock market's up.
Is that why?
I don't know. I'm just saying.
People are going crazy on the GameStop, though, I think.
Yeah.
You're talking about the...
Did you see that movie?
That's why.
Dumb Money?
Yeah, that's why he came back, sort of. People were saying.
Oh, really?
That it's, you know, if it wasn't for the movie, he probably wouldn't necessarily be back. Or he might have been back sooner, but now that the movie's come out and he's sort of a hero, he's like, maybe I'll make a X post.
Mm-hmm.
And then it blew up, doing funny little videos.
Right.
Yep, look at this. Roaring Kitty is back. That's his name.
Roaring Kitty.
So many people had to be. So many people did not remember his name though. Like I didn't until they showed the picture of him with the red bandana on. I'm like, oh, is that his name?
Roaring Kitty is this. Is the one that was the protagonist in the movie?
Yep.
LOL, no.
What's his name? Delfino? Who's the actor?
I don't know.
He wasn't allowed to speak for 3 years. Oh, that's it. And so, you know what? He's free now to speak. So they took away his freedom of speech for a while. Paul Dano. Got his milkshake drank up as well.
Mm-hmm.
Got his free speech back. Apparently he wasn't allowed to tweet. Can you imagine? You weren't allowed to say words in public? Because he's not necessarily been in jail because he didn't go to he didn't go to jail because he didn't do anything wrong.
So I don't think he did anything technically illegal.
But then all of a sudden they took away his freedom to make posts. How does that make sense?
I don't know.
Ain't that crazy though?
It's Big Kitty.
Roaring
Kitty.
He out there roaring.
Like the Lions. Who sold out? Did you see that?
Huh?
Lions sold out. Sold out the season.
With season tickets?
With season tickets.
Well, that's good. I didn't see that.
And they also did it last year, but they did it this year.
Record time.
A couple months earlier,
yeah. People are pretty excited here in the city. They think they did good in the draft. Got a full Alabama squad now.
Yeah, right. I mean, I think that's a good idea. I mean, they're already teammates. They've already been teammates.
They've already won championships.
Yeah.
Let's get that winning attitude in here, boys.
And, you know, some of these, you're hearing more about these rookie quarterbacks.
Listen to the passion.
That when they get drafted, they're tipping them off to their receivers. We already got a connection, me and this guy. You should bring him over.
I see.
Great.
I thought you were saying like the defenses are like, oh, we know what he's going to do because we played with him or whatever.
No, I'm saying he would tip the drafting
because we already
people.
worked. Yeah, we know
we already worked together. We already got a chemistry.
Yeah. So that's what they're doing with the defenses and whatnot. They're pulling them all in.
Right.
Gonna be an exciting year for the old Lions.
Yeah, I think so.
They're gonna be fired up. They're gonna be fired up every game. You just know it. I can already feel it. It's just in the energy's in the city. Some call it that Super Bowl energy. Some of them people are me. So far, I think most of them. Is Dustin making a call right now?
Is Dustin making a call right now?
I might be. I might be making a call for the year for the Lions. I don't know.
I couldn't find. Sorry, I don't think he was in jail.
No, I don't think he was.
But he might have just been maybe banished from.
That's wild. Isn't that crazy though? But they say he's not in jail, right? So he didn't break the law enough. But all of a sudden they do take away stuff. That's crazy to me. Right now, that seems crazy to me. Maybe it's the volcano is just blown up in my head, and I can't put it all together. But at the same time, it seems crazy. Make your comment if you think it's crazy too. Back me up. It sounds crazy. Anyway, who knows those crazy law folks out there with the lawyers and stuff, out there with their jackets and their ties.
Did you read where like another whistleblower from like a Boeing supplier
showed up?
Mysteriously killed himself.
That's insane. Corporations are taking over to the point where they're murdering citizens. Wake up, America.
Yeah.
And the haters, the Boeing people will be like, oh no, he's just free. His spirit's free now.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't do anything wrong. And no, we're not throwing him in jail, but we did free him. It seems crazy.
It's crazy.
And now maybe my correlation's not even there. I can admit things.
Yeah, why not?
All right, it wasn't that great, but still, I think point making.
Point making?
That's sort of like, I hope you took that in, and point taken. Okay. No M in there.
No.
I see that now. I see the folly of my ways.
No, that's fine.
I think I'm the one that called it out. Ben.
You're folly-rific.
Thank you. Boy, look at that.
What?
That Pepe. It's crazy after watching the video of me going, you guys are dumb if you don't buy that Pepe, and here I am, the dumb one.
Yeah, because you didn't buy the Pepe.
I did at one point.
But it's up substantially?
I mean, from where I said, yeah. We showed it on the video clip at 3.33 million, and it's at 3.8 billion now. Yeah, a little crazy. A little bit like, what? Or maybe that's its 24-hour stuff. Oh, market cap 4.4. It's even higher. 4.4 billion. Not 3.6. So that's what I'm saying. It's almost triple. Wow. 3 and 3 plus 3 and 3 is 9.9 or 6.6. Either way, you get it.
Yeah.
Outrageous. Thank you. 4 times. Who knows? Not me.
But I mean, you saw it was a good investment, but you probably didn't have the disposable, the liquidity to
the paper.
Off,
yeah, I didn't. Good call, Sean.
Which is tough. It's tough when you see a right move
so
like
tough.
that.
So tough.
But
for somebody who only wants to make right moves,
you just don't have the resources.
Don't want to make lefts
available. Yours is all tied up in art. I mean,
all of them tied up.
Yeah, I mean,
handcuffed. Come to God, got me all cuffed up.
And yeah, sure, you got some magnificent pieces. You got an original Pollock. But you don't want to have to part with those, right? Plus, the market's soft, I think.
Is it? You sound funny when you talk like that.
Actually, no, because that's a rich person thing. And rich people are still doing fine right now.
See, you are forgiven. So I'm gonna put up here. I'm gonna show you some. I got some posts to show you and whatnot. Again, let's see. Let's check it out.
Oh, great.
See what we got here. And the old bookmarks. Check out Cheech with a hat, the original hat. All these hats have been blowing up. Somebody started Cheech with hat. It's funny. And I put $5 down on it on pump.fun. Because it's the funnest. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Now I remember. Share screen. I'm Shaq. Yep. So, this is my first piece. Done by, I just think it's fun, right?
What is this?
This is pond water. This is pond.
Right.
Pond coin. This is pork.
Pond water,
pork, and then
magma,
lava.
Lava.
Yep. Ain't that neat?
Yeah. You did that?
No, I didn't do that. This fella did here.
Oh, okay.
Old yakety yak.
Don't talk back.
Boom. Keep waiting for it. It looks like it's popping up there. Then it goes away. Anyway. So I thought that one was fun. It's just crazy how we're Meltdown Island and lava is going to be the future.
I believe that lava is the future.
It's when you really got to listen to yourself. This is one of those moments. It's like you didn't get here by accident, right? You guys. So day 256 of the decks. This is 5 hours ago of this taping.
Go on.
We had 425,480 total swaps.
Okay.
And we had 744.2 million in total swap volume. And you can see it's taken a whole month to get through this 700.
Yeah.
It took almost 2 months to get through that 600. But it's about to start speeding up. I mean, it already has sped up. Because why? Because in the period of this month, in this period, traders could have saved $8.873 million by using Pondex over the Uniswap. Uniswap for people just using their MetaMask or in most anything, right?
The old MetaMask.
And what they've done is, because they're on top and they have no VCs to pay, and I'm sure they've already done 6 months of doing it.
Right.
So what they decided was, we're making so much money on these swaps. If we lower the price than what Uniswap is, offering, then we will in turn surpass. I mean, right now, just in 1 month, people could have saved $9 million. I don't know how they get that number. It must be a thing, right?
Right.
But it's very strange to me how they got that number. But it's also, I don't think they made it up. It seems too. It would be more zeros, I feel like, if they made it up.
Right.
Too many odd numbers in there, like a 7. Who makes up a 7?
I don't know.
3, I can see people making up a 3. I can see people making up a 4.
Well, not the 2 7s, because then when I make up a number, it's like I don't want to have repeating numbers.
As well as 3 and 4, 7, then I'd be like, that's a giveaway, right?
He's got 8, 8, and 7, 7.
Yeah.
And 3, 4. I mean,
which equals 7.
Yeah.
So ultimately, I think it's a real post. I don't think anybody would be that outrageous. More swaps, more drops.
Well, so when this is the one where it hits 1 billion, you get your.
And when we hit 1 billion in total,
you get your rewards.
We get our DEX rewards. Enter the pond.
We'll see, buddy. We'll see.
Love this. This is how many rewards have been paid right here.
But none of them to you.
No, some of them to me.
Okay.
I got 46 cents in pond water.
Okay, 46 cents?
Yep. But I also got almost, I think, $3,200 in pork given to me. I think. Maybe $1,400. Maybe I'm nibbling it. But they've definitely given away a lot of money. $28 million in 6 months. And we haven't even received the thing that it was started for, which is these DEX rewards. That's the specialty. All of your fees that you've paid, you get back. And I think it's going to get back through lava, which I don't understand hardly any of it, other than, I know, right? Other than they can basically set the price. So I think they can set the price higher for lava when it launches, then, because they're already writing in, it's already built in that half of it's going to sell half of it probably instantly. That's what everyone does. Day one of a coin, everybody sells. That's what I've learned.
It still blows my mind that you can invest money in something that you don't fully understand.
Isn't it? It's brave. Some call it brave.
But I do concede your point that you made in previous discussion of this, where you said it's like gambling. It's just like gambling.
I mean, to a point, yeah. You are taking a gamble on a meme, on a commodity, right? You're taking a gamble, just like you would on the stock market. That's all.
Stock market, often more logic into things rising and falling.
Is there?
Yes.
Because have you heard of a little thing called GameStop?
Yes.
Where they literally turned off the buy button. They turned that off. Did you know that?
Mm-hmm.
They turned off the buy button on an app where you're supposed to be allowed to buy. Ain't that crazy?
Mm-hmm.
Oops, I did it again. I mean to share the screen.
I did it again.
Oops, I did it again. I meant to share the screen. You'll see. You'll see.
What is going on?
And then go here. This is where I wanted to go, right here. You'll see. And you'll be like, oh, that's pretty good, Dustin. There it is. That's the amount of rewards. Oops. I noticed that the screen had... Seen that one video of my birthday where we got a little lightheaded maybe right for the show, and I have that post over my face for the whole for like the whole episode. That's a little bit of a cringe moment and or hilarious moment of hey, remember, look at the regular screen when you're live.
Hilarious.
And then who's this?
Good
Gnome
times.
Sorcerers.
Gnome Sorcerer.
Yo. So we got that many rewards, this much in volume. These are the top meme coins. There's that Shiba Inu, which I said would not double, and was at 3.3 6 months ago. And this was at 3. Never mind. We already said it. Joe Biden, just Harry Potter, Obama Sonic 10 in you. What? It's called, and then the ticker is called Bitcoin. What? Can't do it. All these.
Awesome.
There's GameStop. There's GameStop. And then here's Pepe Fork. Down here. Number 32. Out of the top 100 meme coins. Pretty crazy. And Doland Trimp. They just do variations of names, dude. They don't even do full names anymore. They've gone through so many different variations of Trump. So many that there's just you know what I mean? At a certain point, you just got to change the name. Like Geo Bowden, not Joe.
His name is Geo, and he dances on the side.
I didn't know you had a song. Base. This is the new coin. Not new coin, but it's the Coinbase version of ETH. It's a little bit cheaper.
Okay.
People are just starting to get on it, really. Not me. Yep. See, there's another Trump. See?
MAGA.
Book meme. I was in that one for a minute. I'm in them for a second, and then I don't have any patience because I don't believe in it, I guess, ultimately, because it goes down. I can't take it when it goes down. Then you just come in here and you put how much ETH you want to put in, boop, and it's done. You connect your wallet. Ooh, can't wait for this. Ask me how many times I've hit that button.
I mean, because you were in Shiba Inu for a while too, weren't you?
Some say I was definitely in it for too long and promoted it way too much, and then lost way too much money to it.
But now it's way up, right?
Oh yeah.
So by losing money, it was just on paper.
No, it's in reality.
The
It's in
value
reality.
of your investment was less.
No, it was still a lot of money.
Right.
We'll see. One day when I do my taxes, we'll see. I haven't bothered doing them. There's just been so many losses. Literally last year I was living, or a year or so ago, I was living with Hal, and he's like, "Oh, you don't need to do this. You probably shouldn't do this." I don't think he said that. Just thought it was funny.
You heard it. That's what you heard.
That's what I heard. That's what I heard. I don't know why.
Because it's going to be a painful task.
That's true.
Classic approach avoidance behavior.
Classic. Agreed.
Agreed is good.
I haven't cleaned this out. I was supposed to clean this out so I can show you some new things, but
Oh boy.
yep. What can you do?
Thorn.
What can you do?
Wait, what's that? Whose house is that?
It's not a house. It's an abandoned church.
Abandoned church. Oh, what? It's crooked? What's going on?
It is. It's a crooked church.
Sliding down a hill or something, or was it intentionally crooked?
It says the abandoned church in Ropato, tilted at a 17-degree angle by a landslide from 20, and that landslide will bring it to the side.
Nailed it!
Thank you.
Pow!
Bing!
You really stuck the landing on that one, buddy. Oh,
And
look at the ducks.
Yeah, look at these look. They're not ducks. They're
Ducks?
a family of white peacocks. The chicks are so tiny. They're so tiny.
So tiny.
And then they're gonna get real big with their and this is called a boot saver.
Go on.
So when you get drunk back in the day, they get so drunk that they wouldn't want to pee all over themselves. And they thought that they would. So they'd have a cane, first of all, and then they go outside, out back to take a leak, and then they'd use that little thing right there to place their penis on, and then they would just let it go.
The shaft
of the support. Ain't that crazy?
That is crazy.
They called it the shoe saver.
So you don't pee on your shoes.
And then,
which, you know, we've all been
look,
there.
it's even got a little funnel.
That's great.
It's weird.
What?
Oh, there's that thing I was telling you about. That's the this is J1407b, the planet with the largest known ring system. That's a planet in the center, and then those are like, you know, think about Saturn. That's flat as fuck, bro.
Yeah.
That's probably like space. That's like probably, you know what I mean? 20,000 Earths.
Yeah.
I mean, I wish they'd show me a comparison so I could know. Yep, showed y'all that stuff. Showed y'all that stuff. Showed y'all that stuff.
I saw that.
I show you that. Giant honeybees shimmering waves behavior when a predator approaches. A chemical called Nasova pheromone is released, emboldened them to stay together and protect the queen.
Wow. Sorry.
Ain't that neat though?
That is.
So it must be this person come up and take a camera.
Yeah, he's getting them agitated. Wow, look, they just totally changed their pattern.
Yeah,
too.
it's almost pointed at him, right? The center of it.
Yeah.
Trying to show him where it's at. I thought it was a cooling down thing. Ain't that funny when you read things for the fourth time?
Mm-hmm.
How it's like you really finally do read it? Because it looks like they're trying to cool off. Ain't this something else? Look at that. And you're like, what's that? Barely see it.
Yeah.
Then all of a sudden you see, oh, I see. That's the reflection of that person walking up here on this thing. And that's water.
Right.
But it's so smooth, it looks like glass. Looks like he's walking on a tightrope of a canyon wall.
Right.
Hmm.
Wow.
Yeah. Did you see this? Loch Ness finally caught on tape. Ain't that crazy?
That feels CGI to me.
I don't think it is, bud. I think they finally caught. Oh, pretty good impression too.
Have you ever heard of him?
Oh, look at this. No.
So
this
then
is
anything could be a good impression.
This is a confessed killer, right? Confessed, and he keeps his body eerily still for 2 hours, for a 2-hour interrogation. People come in, people go out, and the dude does not move. Look how everyone else sped up. He does not move, dude. You think that's why people think I'm some crazy person? Because I won't move for 2 hours in one spot? Look at him not moving, dude. You act like it's even halfway over. It just now is halfway over. He nods his head every once in a while. But keeps staring him right in the eye, dude. Right in the eye. Look at him, just sitting there, even by himself. Staring at the door, waiting for him to come back. What goes on in the mind of that person, I wonder?
I have no idea.
Patience, I guess. It's definitely creepy. Oh, look at this. Van Gogh's Starry Night with the first deep space image taken from the James Webb telescope. Overlaid. Ain't that something else?
It's pretty cool.
It's a nice little design, huh?
Yeah.
It really pops. It's really, you can really, really lights up. It's real light, I guess. That's the reason. It's real light on top of a painting.
Right.
Anyway. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Hey, who's doing drugs over there? And I think the one was like, hey, that, what's his name from The Price is Right too. Did you see him? Drew Carey, yeah. He came out. Then the next night he was on one of those on that at midnight television show, and on there he was like, "Oh, let me tell you something about the fish show." And he came out and he just went nuts on it. Apparently tripped out. Look at that.
That doesn't look real.
But it is.
It's pretty amazing.
Mont Saint Michel is to France what the Great Pyramid is to Egypt. Pretty good accent.
I don't know.
Huh?
I don't know.
What you mean?
That's pretty amazing. So it's
that
all
castle, then rock here, driveway up, and then probably servants and chefs and butlers, and then horse people, and then cobblers. I would imagine a lot of cobblers cobbling a lot of different things. But then that wall, and then that's quite a moat. An ocean for a moat, huh? Got me screwed up over here.
Yeah.
You too?
Me too.
Oh, we've already seen all of that. What's this one? He was filming resting sharks, and then this happened. Wonder what it is.
They all turn it and look at him. Oh!
Hello! My name's John Boy. I'm from the ocean. We see you. You know that, right? Those sharks over there. They'll eat you. I can hide in the coral.
Where do you live?
Where are you from?
You ain't from around here, are you?
You got just one eye? I got two.
I wouldn't forgive myself if I didn't ask for your number.
Hello, Jose.
Jose. Hello.
Hello.
Hello, Jose. Hello.
Oh.
There's some good ones, buddy.
Thanks. Pretty good stuff. Got
Those
some
are
magma.
Roseworthy. Those will be Roseworthy.
Aw. This guy.
Me.
Look at that.
I'm magnanimous as hell.
Wonderland strings are coming. Will you be ready?
Will you be ready? Will you be ready?
Pretty excited about this.
It's visually interesting.
Yep. This is the White Rabbit stuff. Oh, this is one of my pictures for BiGPepe.
You made this?
Yeah. There's little Pepe.
It's impressive.
Got a chain on to his chin. Just added that. I just added that. But I also did it in 9x16 or whatever.
Wait,
16.
you just added what?
This BiGPepe thing. I added that to this picture.
But the image was already there?
No, I created the image as well.
Oh, okay.
Defined it.
Defined it?
I defined it.
Oh, so an AI did it.
Yes.
All right.
But guess who had to put all the words in there?
I did.
We've become script makers, you know? So that's a guy, rapper, I like him. So many people AI over it. Fun, huh? This is some of the game here.
Before the revolution, we have cut the links between child and parent, and between man and between man and woman. No one dares trust a wife or a child or a friend any longer. But in the future, there will be no wives and no friends. Children will be taken from their mothers at birth, as one takes eggs from a hen. The sex instinct will be eradicated. Procreation will be an annual formality, like the renewal of a ration card. We shall abolish the orgasm. Our neurologist are at work. There will be no loyalty except loyalty toward the blind. There will be no love except the love of Big Brother. There will be no laughter except the laugh of triumph over it. We are breaking down the habits of thought which have survived from before the rings.
Yep. Came up with this too. Boop.
You came up with this one?
Yeah.
Or you input it into the AI prompt?
I did the prompt, but then guess what? I had to do so many of these pictures that I basically came up with it. A whole bunch. That's all. Whatever. All right. I think we're getting close, dude. It's almost time there, huh?
For everyone's favorite part of the show?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, here's the last thing. Here, look at this. So this is, I don't know what this DWF is, but it's a company, and they're market makers, and they got into Floki, and so this is what happened. What do you say?
What's a Floki again?
It's a coin. It's like Dogecoin, but it's like Floki. I don't know. This is what happened to Floki with the DWF partnership. This is what they signed on May 7th. Like last week, they signed off on these guys, right? And they said, so this is what happens. Pork will be just signed to multiple of these, to not just one, but multiple. And they announced it, like I said, they just did it maybe on this day, on Wednesday of last week. The cope will be astronomical. So this is where they boop, this is where they boop, and then boop up. This is when they signed, this is when they signed, and then they all bought at the same time. It just goes and goes and goes. Or all the funds are released at the same time because they buy it directly from them during the signing process, and they all get an equal to whatever they're buying it at a price, right?
All right.
But that is going to be pretty big.
Pretty good.
So I'm definitely waiting for that. After sitting here and going through and learning my lessons once again about Pepe and not listening to myself, I definitely have taken upon myself to not to I've already got into this one because I got out of the other one. And then I got out of this one again. What? But I did. I was in it first 20 minutes.
You're paying fees on all of these?
Fees are now lower than what Uniswap offers.
But you are paying fees with each transaction.
Yes. And it's all coming back to me.
Theoretically.
I mean, if you're somebody who goes around believing promises, then yes.
I don't believe in promises.
I do. See?
I'm a cynical man.
And I am toxically optimistic.
That should bring us right to America's favorite part of the show.
That's right, everyone. It's Roses and Thorns time.
Roses and Thorns.
Roses and Thorns.
Boom, 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 boom,
Did you know that we like roses, we like thorns, but only when we're doing it to each other? Okay, I don't know if we're doing it to each other.
Roses and Thorns, Roses and Thorns. Roses and Thorns, Roses and Thorns.
Do we need a song?
Roses and Thorns, Roses and Thorns.
Everybody loves it. Roses and Thorns. Roses, roses and thorns.
And thorns.
Boom.
Roses and thorns. And thorns.
Hi, everyone.
Roses and thorns. Thorns and roses and roses and thorns.
Somebody likes it a little more than anyone else.
Thorns and roses and thorns and roses and thorns and roses.
And roses and thorns.
Ding, 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 ding. Thorn.
Hi, everyone. Welcome to everyone's favorite, most exciting part of the show. And that's because it's the end, I think.
Probably.
But it's also the part where we sit back and we take a second. We take maybe 5-10 minutes to examine the show we just had, to look for roses, things we think, oh man, that was really good. Or, hey bud, maybe you should rethink that next time and don't do that. Or something like that. And that gets a thorn. Please go ahead and write in your personal roses and thorns in the comments, and we will address them, such as this rose to Sean.
Go on.
Rose!
Thank you.
For being a wonderful co-host. Always.
What?
Yep.
Seems suspicious.
No.
Seems very generic. So I don't know why you would be inspired to bring it up in this particular Roses and Thorns.
Just cause. It's something, you know what I mean? When you're present in the moment sometimes, you can really appreciate what someone else is doing. And there's other times where you just gloss over that. And it's like, oh, excuse me, Sean. But today, I just wanted to say, appreciate you, bud. Ongoing. More swaps, more drops. Shaking your hands. Because why? That's swaps.
Well, thank you, buddy. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Rose, for putting together that little presentation of all those
simple
things.
Appreciate
that you showed.
A little bit of culture, a little bit of hey, what's going on? Hey, this is the happenings.
What's going on?
How about Rose to you for getting those shots of the Northern Lights?
Oh yeah.
Going out of your way just to get content for today's show. I'm sure it wasn't for romantical reasons. It was for the show, which is beautiful. Beautiful thing.
I was actually reluctant to go because I had already been home and was out of my pants.
She was out on the town, huh?
Resting and watching TV, and she was doing a show.
Oh, what show?
At the Go. She was doing a
little Go show. Little Go show.
Go show. And she came home all
jazzed up,
popped up from the show still, and was like, let's go for a ride.
She didn't call you beforehand to get you pumped up, meet you out in the car?
No.
Just when she got home, was just pumped.
When she got home, was pumped, ready to go.
You guys don't talk on the phone, huh?
And then once we hit the road, of course, I love a good road trip.
Yeah, you put the windows down? You had a little rock and roll music?
A little too chilly, but...
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was a little chilly then.
Windows up, no music?
No music.
Pure silence.
Dead silence. We don't even speak.
You just sit motionless till you arrive at your destination. Then you look up, blink, then you turn around and drive home.
Yeah.
We accomplished a thing today. I like it. Rose to that.
Rose.
To my two sociopath friends. Love it.
Rose to
Pond Public Goods.
Yeah, well, sure.
Oh, okay.
I was thinking of something we talked about earlier.
You thought of something?
No, but the thought completely left my head.
Well, now that I've said it, Rose to us for entering our show, our comedy duo, finally getting our thread together to present for your consideration to the Pond Public Goods .eth committee, whom might be filled with people that dislike me. Nevertheless, one must believe in oneself. Or why do anything? Am I right? That's what I keep saying. Why do anything? Amen. Boy, that could come in any day. Turn life right around.
The apocalypse, you mean?
No. Pond Public Goods. They do sound similar, but...
if apocalypse came along, too, that would make things a lot easier.
I mean, you would have to make less decisions.
Right.
One would think.
Yeah. Then it's just find food.
Survival, which I'm already in.
Right.
I'm used to it, dare I say.
Yeah.
I'd be like, am I almost out of bread? Am I almost out of peanut butter? I might have to make a decision then, right? Maybe I should go to the store tonight for the apocalypse.
Rose to Roaring Kitty. It's not over.
I just like the pond.
Rose to our commenters, as always, but specifically Steiner. I mean, you really crushed it today, buddy.
Appreciate you.
You really brought the noise.
Brought the thunder, brought the noise.
Yeah, crushed it.
Steiner, does it not make crazy sense to you that he was taken off of X yet didn't go to jail? Pretty crazy to me. I could see him not being able to trade stocks or something ridiculous. That'd still be ridiculous because he didn't break any laws.
Yeah.
The people who broke laws were Robin Hood and the big corporation of stock people that were like, we've been short selling this thing for 3 years. They get me upset. I don't know if you can tell. I try to keep it hidden. But they do. They upset me. All right. It's not over. That's good. I'll tell you what is over, though.
Sure.
As soon as we say things like, hey, let's stop the insanity.
Right. Stop it. Stop the insanity.
He can't influence the stock. So he couldn't do that for 3 years. Now he's allowed to. Maybe he's still not allowed to influence the stock, but he's allowed to come back and post now. Lots of things going on behind the scenes. Lots. Some say too much.
Yeah.
Some say it's illegal stuff.
It's interesting, though, for sure.
They want to let Congress people buy stocks, and that's not corruption. And then they want to point fingers at crypto, but at the same time, they're over there like, we're beating the Dow average. We're beating all of the computer stuff because we have inside information.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, for sure.
Some people say stop the insanity.
Well, again, it comes to we got to get money out of politics for sure.
Money's got to get out of politics because it's ruined the Supreme Court. It's ruined the Supreme Court.
Right.
Money, greed, and power has ruined the Supreme Court.
It's ruined the whole system.
Oh yeah.
The Supreme Court was just the last piece.
Yeah. It was the canary in the coal mine, right?
Thorn to the system.
Thorn to the system. I agree.
Mm-hmm. We also got to get government out of our vaginas.
Well, that is part of the whole issue, is that the Supreme Court made corporations into people, and then they wanted to get all up in our vaginas.
And we don't need them now.
And they've been messing around with voting rights. Get out of here, Supreme Court.
Get out of here.
You're not listening to us. You're listening to corporate dollars.
They're not real anymore.
Nope. Whatever they're paid to do, that's what they'll do.
It's gross.
It is gross. So stop the insanity.
Get money into politics. Get government out of our vaginas. And I want DUSTiN to get rich on YouTube.
And I want Sean to get rich from also whatever I'm doing. Together.
Thanks, buddy. Thanks.
The family should. All right.
All right, well, I guess that's it. Nice work. We're doing the poses.
I just won. All right, bye, everyone.
We'll see you next week.
Goodbye.
Thanks for stopping in.
You guys.
Nice job melting down.
Together, I'll stop the world and melt with you.